Okay, so I forgot to start recording. We're already in a game and this guy is spamming. Oh god, okay. So, I'm gonna show the deck in a second, guys. I'm sorry, I'm already in a game. Anyway, this is the best deck so far that I found. The challenge hasn't started yet, but I'm gonna do like 5 or 6 games. I'm gonna show you that I get a 100% win streak, so you know that this is the best deck. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We already basically won, look at this. Okay. I'm gonna go Mega Knight. This guy gave me 3 goblins. Nice. Okay, I'm BMing too much, I'm sorry. But guys, today I'm gonna get a degree in Yapology, because this is gonna be a pretty long video, so I'm gonna talk about my bullshit while I give you tips and tricks about this deck. So that's the correct placement for those wizards. I would always suggest to play those at the bridge, but yeah, if they go alone, the tower kinda wrecks them, so it is pretty chill. You can just log and kill all 3 of them, by the way. I'm gonna take some damage here, I can't do much, but it is fine. Okay, so while I win those games, I'm gonna yap about some stuff, because I just want to. This is gonna be a long video, so we don't really care. And it is gonna be double entertainment, because you can watch a cool gameplay of me winning, plus me yapping some random stuff. Anyway, so I don't know if you remember the date I was talking about in a Squad Buster video a few days ago. But basically, I don't know if you noticed the lack of content in the last few days, but it didn't end up well, guys. It ended up horribly wrong. After those days, the situationship went just downhill. We didn't communicate properly and had time to know each other, and somehow we just went in an argument, and yeah, it was pretty tragic. The thing is, she was kinda ghosting me, and I have a lot of problems, so I didn't even know why, but everything was going so well. She started ghosting me, she said she hated everyone. I really needed affection in that moment, and I know it is so early that I shouldn't pretend it, but she didn't even answer my messages. It was... I don't know, man. I'm gonna talk to her. Okay. A lot of bad things happened. I could have maybe possibly blocked her, because after another argument I asked her why even the relationship ended. I couldn't even understand it, and she said she was still angry about something that happened 2 weeks past. So yeah, it kinda went downhill, guys, but don't you worry. Okay, sorry. I think I've won, by the way. But yeah, sorry about the content and about everything. Yeah, this guy just wasted his poison. It's GG. But yeah, I'm gonna try to write to her. I was trying to block the log. Fuck, okay. I still won. Okay, nice. First game gone. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna try to write to her, because at least I wanna resolve everything that happened. But yeah. Okay, I guess let's just focus on a game for once. I could just put this game earlier than the previous one in which I'm yapping, so that I can talk a little bit about the deck. You know what? Let's do it. Okay, in this game I'm gonna focus about the gameplay. And guys, this is not the first game that I did, but I yapped so hard in the previous games that I'm actually gonna put this first, so you know at least a little bit how to play the deck, and then you're gonna listen to my yap. So, we are against a P.E.K.K.A, which is probably one of the worst matchups, but you can just wait and play around, and you are kinda like a bridge spammy deck, so you can just go for both lanes, so you don't really have to worry too much about it. And the thing is, the wizard trio is so good against the P.E.K.K.A. If you just play it at the bridge, like the P.E.K.K.A can't even move, so you're pretty chill. Like right now I should probably go on the back, and yeah, I'm not sure, I'm just playing around. I would just wait for him to play the P.E.K.K.A, but he's not gonna play it, so... Okay, ability is kinda useless, we got a pretty big push. The thing is, even if he plays P.E.K.K.A now, okay, he went on the back, I think we actually get so much damage here. Look at this, I'm gonna nado so that the Night Witch dies. Okay, there are a few bats, but we are fine. I don't know if I can have enough elixir to play the trio, but it would be so good. Guys, if I play the trio on the tower and my opponent plays it, we should still be fine, because his trio is gonna kinda squeeze on the bridge, so my one is gonna wreck him. Yeah, look at this, perfect. So, as I was saying, the best play is just to trio wizard at the bridge, because your opponent cannot poison, so you don't give them value on the tower. Or if they poison, they don't hit the tower. Because you just basically kill the 7 elixir for 4 with a poison. But if you cannot actually play it at the bridge, just play it lower. Okay, like here, it is perfect to play it like this. You cannot actually poison tower and the card, as you can see. Yeah, that's perfect. So that's actually what you always want to do. And the thing is, even if you use the poison to just clean up everything, oh wait, okay, we should be fine. As you can see, Log almost kills 7 elixir, it's pretty busted. But yeah, as I was saying, even if the poison kills everything, if you used it on defense, that's still a kind of like super valuable trade, you know? I could poison here. Okay. The thing is, you gotta learn how and when to poison, because if you just waste it or be too aggressive on a wizard trio with the poison Log, you could actually get wrecked, like if they go other lane or something like that, so you gotta be careful. I think one of the harder matchups is probably Giant, and the Battle Healer is really hard to remove. But with this version, which I feel like is more bridge spammy, you're kind of fine against any matchup, to be honest. But anyway, we won another game, nice. So now I'm gonna put the previous games in which I yap completely. So you can just enjoy a good gameplay. By the way, those games were crazy, but yeah, I'm just yapping about my life. So if that's not the type of video you like, just skip it, I guess. I mean, I'm getting kind of inspired to Ken, as I said. I don't know if you know that YouTuber, but I'm trying out new stuff, and I already showed a video about this challenge, so yeah. Let's go to the previous games and then go back to this new one that's gonna happen. Okay, so now let's just take a step back before continuing any further. Let's yap about my life, guys. This is the video in which I yap about my life. By the way, this deck is broken. I haven't showed it because I'm dumb, but it is Royal Ghost, Mega Knight, Bandit, Log, Poison. I mean, you can actually see it, so I don't know why I'm listing stuff. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to censor that message. Sorry, I really had to answer that message. I'm gonna cut these few minutes. Anyway, let's just yap a little bit about my life. So this is actually even kind of an explanation to why I guess I was rushing things, even if I shouldn't have with the relationship. I mean, she's surely not gonna watch this, but I just wanna throw it out the window, you know, maybe it can help some of you in a future relationship or whatever. Basically, when I was kind of like 12, but it started earlier and then it ended up finishing everything kind of later, my parents were divorcing, but the thing is, just divorce isn't even that bad, guys. You cannot just pretend that your parents are still gonna love each other if they don't, you know? The thing is, they just decided to both get a new life, and I mean, I wouldn't complain, but you know, if you have a son, or two sons in this case, because I have a brother, you should at least, you know, remember a little bit about them. And basically my mom went to live in Spain and my father found a new family, so now I have stepbrothers. Yay! But yeah, the thing is, they have to take care about their stuff, so we are just here. Hello, we are still here in Italy, and I know you're doing your stuff, but okay. Wow, this guy was BMing. We actually saved it. I'm gonna actually focus now. But yeah, they basically abandoned us, and my brother is a little bit older than me, but it wasn't like already independent, you know what I mean? So while I was in my last 2 years of, I think it is high school for Americans, I don't know. But yeah, it is basically high school even here. And okay, sorry, I have to defend this. Oh my god, the firecracker. I think we can still win this, by the way. But yeah, I learned how to edit videos, and I started doing that as a job while studying. So let's just say my grades weren't great, but I was happy with money. The thing is, I was a kid with money, and like it all started earlier. I should have said this before, but basically my idea as a dumb kid was to simply buy back the house we were in. It was a really big house, guys, before they divorced. And that would have brought everyone back together in my head. Sorry if I'm BMing, by the way, but I think I'm actually gonna win this, and this guy was BMing me earlier. Because look at the tower on the right, I don't know if you saw that, but anyway, like, in my head, the smartest idea was to simply just buy back the house, and that's gonna bring back both of my parents, like, they don't have a new life right now. I know it sounds pretty dumb, but I was a kid, and the thing is, I quickly learned that that wasn't gonna happen, but I somehow still wanted to do it, you know, even if it wasn't gonna bring back anything. I just wanted to prove to my parents that, like, it isn't cool, man. Like, I bought back the house you sold. Like, look at me, I'm so cool, you know. But yeah, I was literally like poisoned by money because I had money, but I was too young to understand how to use it. Let's just say in the past year I spent a ton of money because I didn't know how to manage it. And yeah, right now I'm about to get a second job and literally just spent my life doing stuff. I do this as a hobby because I really enjoy it, but yeah, I gotta save money, but I can't save money because I have to spend it to maintain myself, you know. That's kind of the thing, but I'm saving some money. I'll be honest, I'm doing way better than the last year because I wasn't even thinking about saving money. I don't know why. I had a girlfriend and I was dumb. I spent a ton of money for her. Okay, the point is, if you just spend time regretting your past life choices or just complaining, like I could stay here and just say, oh no, my parents abandoned me, what am I gonna do, like that life is not fair. But if you actually react and kind of use like anger or whatever that provokes you to motivate you and to work 24 hours a day and lose your mind, I mean, it kind of works, I guess. Okay, let's just go back to the story that I said in the beginning, and let's just say why this doesn't actually work. So, my mentality, as dumb as it is, kind of like gave me, I don't know if it is trauma or what, but basically, in my head, if I don't do anything productive for an entire day, and that's actually, I think, the reason why my previous relationship ended. Like, if I don't do anything productive for an entire day, I literally cannot sleep. So, yeah. But not like I cannot. Like, I just waste time with my eyes open on the bed. And I guess like at morning I faint, and then I wake up like at lunch or something like that, and I lose so much time. But like, if I lose a day, I basically waste at least half of the other day. Like, it's so dumb. I have mental issues, guys. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. But anyway, I just showed you the best combo in the game. You just Monk, use the ability, and then Wizard in the back. And really, it's probably the best matchup. I'm sorry if I'm not talking about the game. Like, I'm just yapping completely today. Just value my yap on the comments, I guess. But yeah, okay, wait. Pause, I use the monk ability, we should be fine, okay. Sorry. So I was talking about, like, my emotions. Sorry if I, like, go into random direction with my conversation. I'm just yapping randomly. I hope this is entertaining. Like, I never tried something like this, but I saw Ken doing something similar, and I said, you know what, like, I already got a video about this challenge, so why not just show off a new deck, which I think is better, but in the meantime just yap, you know, like, I want the video to have something other than just watching the deck and leaving, you know. I got an Ado, I actually don't have an air counter, this is pretty bad, but in double elixir, oh my god, this was the worst ability ever. Oh yeah. But yeah, in double elixir, it is, sorry, okay, I done it correctly. It is actually better, because you can just wizard on the bats and just spam stuff. I still think I got the upper hand on this matchup, like, drill is so free. Anyway, let's go back to the main point. So, the thing is, I have this problem, and I cannot sleep if I don't do anything productive. The thing is, I went out with this girl a bunch of times, and one of my best friends, literally one of my most closest friends, it's in class with her, so like basically they talk to each other, and she always talked about how well the date went every time we hang out. So after every date though, she would start ghosting me, and I was like, what the fuck? But the thing is, it's not like I couldn't survive it, you know, because at the end of the day, I could have just waited to hang out with her again, and I would still feel like I was in paradise, you know. The thing is, I have this fucking problem that I cannot solve, and basically I was just there worried because I didn't know why that was happening, why she was ghosting me, and at the same time I was there like feeling so empty, looking at my phone for no reason, even if she wasn't messaging me. And that brought me to being unproductive, and that brought me to not sleeping, and it all happened like consequentially for I lost count of how many days. So I basically lost my mind, and I felt like I wouldn't say I showed my rage, but we kind of got in an argument, and I needed more from her because I was literally going crazy, but I couldn't explain everything, you know. You just don't wanna say literally all of your problems at this. I mean, kind of, but not rushing it that much, you know. So I didn't talk about this to her, especially because it was the reason my previous relationship ended, but whatever. So yeah, it was all a big giant misunderstanding. I mean, we would have still went in an argument probably, but it was way better if she could understand me and if I could understand her. And the thing is, even in those dates, she wouldn't say literally anything to me. By the way, I think I won. I just wizard trio here. The monk is not gonna be able to activate the ability in time, so yeah. Meh. Easy peasy. Yeah, I think is we had so much fun, but she wasn't really talking about private stuff with me while hanging out, so I didn't know much about her, and she didn't know about this, so I was going crazy, she was going crazy, and yeah, that's pretty much what happened. But I'm gonna try to talk to her again to explain her everything I said in this video. Okay, we found a game. Steven. Okay, I think we go back to yapping, to be honest. So, let's talk about some more stuff. This is a free poison. I wanna say that this sounds so bad, but I don't know how to explain it, but I felt so empty and bad in those days, and I was so unproductive. But somehow the fact that everything ended and I finally knew why, even if I'm not happy about the result, like it gave me a way to express my anger towards something. So I had kind of like my motivation back, if you know what I mean. Like even at the gym, if you just end on an empty note, like you don't even know why that ended. I felt empty, and that's literally the worst sensation. Like you cannot even share any type of emotion because you don't even know what to feel. Like you're just looking at nothing, thinking about what happened, but you don't have an answer. Okay, this could be bad. I mean, the wizard got so much damage on my wizards, but that's a lot of damage. Nice. Kind of. But yeah, I felt like at least I've gotta say, if it is kind of like unhealthy ending, like if the other girl just doesn't like you, which is not what happened, but it does happen in normal relationship, like I feel like that's just motivation. Like sometimes I know it sounds so bad, but you gotta be really happy with who you are, just be yourself and be happy in a relationship, or just be really angry that it ended. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna say the day I broke up with a girl, like I literally went to the gym ultra motivated. I probably cried and stayed in my room for an entire day, but okay, maybe worst, but depends on the duration of the relationship. But the thing is, at least you have something to put your emotion towards too, you know? Like I had anger and I could just like do my job or just be motivated to do more because I knew where to channel that anger towards too, you know? Which I think is pretty sane. Like it is the best way to relieve stress or whatever you're feeling. Look at this, the log fully counters those wizards. But yeah, this is a pretty easy matchup, guys, so I'm not even gonna talk that much about gameplay. Okay, can just monk and use the ability. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I mean, I don't know, I feel like I made so many mistakes in my life. I guess everyone does, but it just, at the end of the day, it's just how to you react to them, you know. So, okay, that's pretty easy. Yeah, like that's not much more to it, bro. Like, okay, I'm gonna nade though. This is pretty greedy, but we have a really good matchup, so yeah, look at this. I almost threw the game, I think. Yeah, that's actually it was an overcommitment on spells, but luckily I've got a really good matchup, so we should still be fine. As I said earlier, don't ever do this with your spells on a wizard trio, just don't overuse your spells. Because the counter push could be lethal. But yeah, now we are completely overwhelming him. I mean, even if he spams poisons and stuff, it is not fast enough to kill everything. So we're getting so much free chip damage. Now we're gonna go for a monk again. We can use the ability for chip damage. Okay. Royal Ghost. Okay, this is pretty close actually. Wait. I think if I just spam spells, I should be fine. Pause. Oh my god, my bandit. Let's go. I think I would have won anyway, by the way, because I had more damage, but I had more spells even. Okay. Another good game. We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 wins in a row. I think I'm just gonna do one more because I yapped enough in this video. I've been recording for almost half an hour. this is gonna be my longest video so far yet, but yeah, tell me if you enjoy it actually. And I don't know if you even care. Like, I feel like I'm almost 20. Telling these stories could actually help someone else. And the other thing that I want to talk about is the fact that beauty matters so much, guys. Like, I could just show a photo of myself 1 or 2 years ago, before I started going to the gym, and I started running, do some exercise, like in general, and taking not even a lot of care, just a little bit more care about myself, like using moisturizer and brushing my teeth, just checking posture and proper mewing, like small stuff, but I feel like in 1 or 2 years it made such a difference to my aspect. Like, I don't feel like I'm that beautiful, but I feel like I'm kind of like even just a little bit above average, you know? And that makes such a big difference, because you can literally see how people look at you differently. Like, I swear, I was like kind of like a nerd in high school, and I mean, I had humor which worked, but let's be honest, girl, I wasn't really the first choice, you know? If you knew me well, maybe you could get attracted, but whatever. Well played by my opponent. The thing is, I feel like now, like, I just see, especially girls, because they have such a, I don't know, expressive way to look at you. I feel like I'm a completely different person. Like, I know elderly people are always kind and they always compliment you for how beautiful you are or whatever, but even then, I feel like it's way more, I don't know how to say it, like the granny almost flirts with you, you know what I mean? But that's just a stupid example. That's not what I was focusing about. It's just an example, you know? Anyway, let's just win this game. I think I yapped enough for this video. I'm just gonna see how it performs, and then I'll decide if I wanna yap more about my life in the next videos. I feel like I don't have another, like, a normal life. I mean, who else at 17 years old was living alone and paying for so many dumb, like, oh, I don't want to even think about how much money I spent last year on dumb stuff. And I've got so many stories about me not controlling my emotion properly, destroying friendships, relationships, and I don't know, the list goes on. But yeah, I feel like even this one is a pretty easy matchup, guys. I'm just gonna focus to end it as quickly as possible. So let's just Royal Ghost. Okay, this guy's using every spell. He's surely overcommitted here. I just wanna say good luck on your defense, man. Let's see. I'm just gonna poison because he used it too, and then we can just try to kill that. Nice wizard trio. He should take care even of the little prince. Okay, perfect. He didn't even use the ability. Oh god, why is he all returnating? Oh my god, that's so much free damage. Wow. Is that game? Wow. Thank you. Thank you, man. Yeah, I think he went too hard on offense. But yeah, anyway, I think this is gonna be it for the video. Tell me what you think about me just talking randomly while playing games. And subscribe. We are almost at 150 subscribers, so please do it. I love you all. Goodbye. Oh, and by the way, I don't know why, but my last short only got 1 view. Like, what? I was getting thousands of views on every short, and this one just died, but it wasn't literally suggested to anybody. Like, can you even see it on my channel? I don't know, guys. Like,